Trump, go away!
Well, folks, it looks like democracy has committed the cardinal sin of delivering exactly what Americans voted for. The horror, the outrage. How dare the system work as intended? All right, it begins. Anti-Trump protests break out nationwide as distraught leftists lash out at the landslide victory. Less than 24 hours after his incredible political comeback, protests against Donald Trump have broken out across the country. Despite Trump and the Republican Party winning the election in an indisputable landslide, many Democrats and leftists are finding themselves unable to accept the results. Demonstrations have consequently broken out in cities across the country, but most notably in Chicago, where thousands appeared outside Trump Tower to express their disgust. A protest is happening now and growing larger as we speak outside of Trump Tower, marching down, blocking all major intersections. Because if you want to draw more people to your side, make sure you block intersections so that ambulances and emergency vehicles can't get through. My goodness. A huge mob of protesters outside Trump Tower in Chicago. They should be happy that prices will be going down soon, wages will be going up, and our border will be secure. Why aren't they? Well, I'll tell you why. It's because they have been gaslit like you would not believe. Students also gathered at New York University, many of whom appeared to focus on the issue of versus Muslims overseas in a country that isn't America. A small mob also gathered in Philadelphia, reflecting Kamala Harris's declining levels of support in what is traditionally a deep blue city. Hey, I thought that protesting a free and fair election result was supposed to be like protesting your GPS for taking you the right way. Outside of America, a pathetic gathering appeared to take place in the British city of York, where a few hard left activists tried to make clear that he is not welcome. Protest of the hard left in York. Donald Trump's not welcome here. Yeah, he's not sure he's in a hurry to get to Betty's tea room, lads. Pipe the F down. Some also protested outside the embassy in London, although their screams will inevitably fall on deaf ears. We have a group of liberal women staging a protest against Trump outside the U.S. Embassy in London, UK. We're here to say no to Trump and call people phobes and all kinds of other things that no one really cares about. The London protest outside of the U.S. Embassy is particularly rich because nothing quite says I respect your democracy like British citizens protesting an American election. It's basically the political equivalent of writing a Yelp review for a restaurant you've never been to. While such demonstrations are small in size, they're an indication of what is to come. Most Democrats are currently still in denial and grieving. They will inevitably try to regroup and burn America to the ground as they did during the riots of 2020. It's like they want to turn the summer of love into the winter of wailing. Trump, meanwhile, has a mandate to stop them. Here's the real kicker. While these protesters are exercising their right to free speech, they are the same exact people who want to take away our free speech, who want us censored, who want us not to be able to use social media platforms to have our voices heard. But yet, of course, they want their voices heard. And let's be real, the only thing more predictable than the election results were these spontaneous protests erupting. But I'll tell you what we're not going to do, there's not going to be any kind of revolution. There's not going to be any kind of overthrowing of anything. No, now it's your time to accept election results. Feel free to scream into the wind. I'm going to go about enjoying my day. And finishing off this bottle of celebratory champagne.